Massachusetts police arrest group of heavily armed men, claiming to not recognize our laws. A bizarre incident unfolded Saturday morning in Wakefield, Massachusetts, as nearly a dozen armed men were arrested after a standoff with police in the middle of a major highway. According to local police, during a motor vehicle stop, several heavily armed men claiming to be from a group that does not recognize our laws exited their vehicles and fled into the woodline, near Interstate 95. The incident took place around 1:30 a.m. when a state trooper came across a group of people refueling on the side of the I-95 highway in Wakefield, a suburb of Boston. The group was dressed in military-style uniforms, carried tactical gear like body cameras and helmets, and had long guns slung over their shoulders. They told officials they were on their way to Maine from Rhode Island for training, Colonel Christopher Mason said. Officials said they made 2 initial arrests and the rest of the group, which calls itself Moorish American Arms, fled into a wooded area. As a result, a stretch of I-95 was closed and shelter-in-place orders were set for people who live nearby. State police announced the first 2 arrests around 6:40 a.m. Eastern Time, saying they were arrested by members of the Northeastern Massachusetts Law Enforcement Council in Wakefield. Police took them into custody and transported them to one of their barracks. Police negotiators talked to those hiding in the woods throughout the early morning. "We're trying to successfully and peacefully resolve this," Mason said early Saturday. At 10:30 a.m. Saturday, Massachusetts State Police said in an update that 7 additional suspects were being transported for booking. Officials had conducted searches of the 2 vehicles the suspects were in and the surrounding woods. In the afternoon, MSP said 2 additional suspects were located in their vehicles, bringing the total number of those arrested to 11. 2 initially on North Avenue and 9 outside and inside the vehicles. Colonel Christopher Nelson said the remaining 9 suspects surrendered, without incident, Saturday morning, following the preliminary 2 arrests. All 11 suspects are expected to appear in district court Tuesday morning, all on firearm and other charges, Middlesex County District Attorney Marion Ryan said at a press briefing Saturday. Authorities said they had recovered 2 AR-15 semi-automatic rifles, 2 pistols, a bolt-action rifle, a shotgun and a short-barrel rifle. None of the men have a license to carry firearms, state police and the Middlesex District Attorney's Office said. All but 2 individuals, both of whom were refusing to identify self, according to police, were identified late Saturday. The suspects were identified as Jamhal Tavon Sanders Latimer, 29, of Providence, Rhode Island; Robert Rodriguez, 21, of the Bronx, New York; Wilfredo Hernandez, 21, of the Bronx; Alban El Kara, 27, of the Bronx; Aaron Lamont Johnson, 29, of Detroit; Quinn Cumberlander, 40, of Pawtucket, Rhode Island; Lamar Dow, 34, of the Bronx; and Conrad Pierre, 29, of Baldwin, New York. Another 17-year-old is not being named by police due to being a juvenile.